Hello, it's Jen. I am back with another card for the Flavor of the Month January 2018 card kit. I'm using sketch number 3 and collection number 3. But I'm also bringing in a piece of paper from collection number 2, the Doodlebug Cream and Sugar. So I'm using the paper that came in my kit that has the little latte cup and the travel to go cup. And what I'm doing, I have it off to the side and I'm using it as inspiration for coloring these images. These images are from the stamp set. It's a new stamp set by the Greeting Farm for 2018 and it's called Perk Up. And so you get both of these little cups which match the paper beautifully. I love when that happens. So I'm just using my alcohol markers here. I have the complete set of the Spectrum Noir markers and I've recently started buying Copics, so you'll kind of see me switch back and forth. But really you can mix your alcohol markers. It doesn't matter what the brand is. They work the same. They just have different nibs and that sort of thing. So feel free to use your alcohol markers together. I'm just trying to coordinate these two here. So I'm using this light brown to make it look like latte, and then I wanted to have the coffee sleeve look like a brown to go cup, and I wanted it to look a little bit corrugated because the one on the Doodlebug paper is. So I just drew some lines in that, very simple. I'm using my Memento black marker here. This is an alcohol safe marker. And I'm drawing in some lines on the straw so it matches the paper and around the cup lid as well. So I'm just going to use some pinks here for the straw. And then I'm going to color the lid of the cup in a teal blue color. So very easy coloring. These images are small enough that they are really simple to color up and don't take much time. So I'm using the card sketch, like I said, from number 3. And when you see me start putting the card together, you'll notice that I have kind of strayed from the background of the card sketch. And that's totally okay. I've said it before in my previous videos. Card sketches are really just meant to inspire you, and it's fine if you want to do the design to a T. There's no problem with that. That's why people make card sketches. But you can also just use it to kind of spark some creativity. And so you'll see in that card sketch that it had 3 panels on the back. So you could use cardstock, you could use 3 different colors of paper. But I'm just kind of a plain and simple girl. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that my style is clean and simple. And so I decided just to have a plain paper background. Now I did spice it up a little. The back panel that I'm using, you'll see here in a second after I outline the images, that just cleans them up and makes them look like you never fussy cut them in the first place. But I am going to use some silver glitter paper here as the main background, and because you won't see the middle, I just simply cut that out so I could save that glitter paper and use it later. So the paper that comes in collection number 3 is Homespun by My Favorite Things. I've cut that out using a scalloped rectangle die from My Favorite Things. This is from my stash. This is from the Blueprints 27 die set, and it matches perfectly with this paper from Doodlebug that I've been talking about. So I am simply going to cut this panel out, well I already did, with a stitched rectangle die, and that's how I'm going to have the back panel of my card. But you could very easily have cut this up to match the 3 rectangles in the card sketch. So the card sketch again has a scalloped circle, and I'm going to be using the sentiment that says wake up and enjoy today. So I'm using this panel as my sentiment spot, and I'm using some Melon Mambo dye ink from Stamping Up, just because I wanted it to match the dark pink that's in the pattern paper. So the card sketch has this centered on the card, and then at the bottom it shows a picture of a flower to the bottom left hand side, and instead of the flower, this is where I'm going to use the coffee cups. So I'm going to adhere those on with some foam adhesive, and I just cut a very tiny strip for the straw as well. I'm going to get these placed onto my card base. The to-go cup I'm just going to adhere flat to the card base itself. And I'm just going to position those how I want them, and that will just accent the card nicely. So I'm really kind of playing on that piece of pattern paper in the background. And I didn't quite like the pink, so I decided to switch it up, and I'm using my Distress Oxide ink in Frayed Burlap. Now you could use, if you got the banana split level, you could use the chocolate brown ink pad that came in the kit. I just like the Distress Oxides for sentiment stamping. So because that scallop circle was adhered down to my card panel, I'm just going to put this one right over top of it, and I do like the brown a bit better. And then I'm going to put those coffee cups back in place. And as a final detail for the card, I'm going to be stamping some of the hearts just on the scalloped piece there, just to add a little bit of some embellishment. So here's where I'm going to bring back that Melon Mambo ink from Stamping Up. And to finish off the card, I'm just going to be using some glossy accents over top of those hearts, as well as over the to-go cup lid. And of course, just adding some shimmer with my Spectrum Noir shimmer pen. And this card is complete. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying seeing what I've created with the Flavor of the Month card kit. I am definitely enjoying playing with this kit, and I have tons of stuff left over even after making a number of cards. Take care, everybody, and have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.